Hey, what's up everybody? It's Bleakhunt, and I'm back here with another episode of Lord of Warcraft. I actually forgot to press record and caught myself this time. We're doing Blackfathom Deeps as an Alliance run. Honestly, the reason why I got so distracted is because I logged on and my goal was to learn those talents, which I did. My level 34 Paladin talents. But I really didn't get a chance to do, like, anything else because, as soon as I popped on, I typed in, like, looking for group, and immediately was recruited, summoned, and the dungeon began. So, we haven't missed much. All we did was fight our way through the entrance passage, which we've already done on camera. I also have the Corrupted Stems quest. So, there is a chance we're going to have to spend some time after this episode if I don't get all 8 corrupted brain stems. But it should be fine. If we don't, it's no big deal. Well, they're talking about a shortcut. I wouldn't necessarily call it a shortcut. I mean, I guess it kind of is. But I like that me and the bear both fell. I don't typically fall on that basic little jump. I think the last time we did this a few days ago with the Horde, I actually talked about, like, you know, if you're not good at platforming and blah blah blah, and then what I do here, I watch the bear fall. In my mind, I kind of laughed a little bit, and then I immediately just fall. Alright, so we did the little intro area where you just kill. Again, that was the way you could do it, that little kind of shortcut where you have to hop up. This is the first boss, Gamura. So, they're talking about you want to do all the bosses. I do. I have that. I have all the quests. So we don't need to hit up all of the turtles. I don't know why we're fighting all the turtles. Sometimes people do this. Maybe if you're really thirsty for XP, and some of us are on this team are like level 32 or whatever. But these guys won't aggro. So I'm not sure why we're not fighting the boss here. Alright, so... Oh, he leveled up. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he wanted to level up to 26 right before we... no. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and smite this fool. I can... Yeah, he's getting some taunt action. My threat's pretty high. I'm not worried about taking the threat off him, because at least I'm a plate wearer here. But it will mess with his rage generation, so I don't want to rob it too much. I don't... A cloth band, I don't know that I've got very much of that. So the manuscript is down in here. Let's do this, Okay, so they can give us, but yeah, the Lord Gallus manuscript is, for sure, down here. It's nice to have a warlock, one for the summons out here, but also because then you get the, this water breathing. It's just nice to have it. You don't need it because you don't have to fight the mobs down here like this. But it just makes it more useful. It's in this little chest right there. So I can. These guys do these sea witches have a heal, so you do have to watch out for that. Obviously, as you just saw, they also have a they run. So there are those two elements of annoyance. And other than that, as long as you can breathe, if not, I would just stick to the top of the water. Do my fighting up there. And then pop down from this manuscript. It's in this little chest right there. We'll have to go back to Iron Forge for that one. We will most likely need to... we will most likely turn these quests in this episode too. Okay, got the manuscript. The... try sharing this. Okay, so they're all either on that quest or too far away to receive it. I'm gonna try to get closer. Alright, so they're all already on that one. The one that we picked up with the Horde character. This is also... Actually, this isn't the quest. This is the side boss. The female Naga side boss. It's so boss number 2. This dungeon really isn't that bad, as long as you know where you're going and what you're doing. Really, like, I can't complain about it. We've done it. I've done it so many times, too. I think it feels a little bit intimidating, maybe in the beginning, depending on if you have it, because it's such an early dungeon. But it's pretty simple. It's no Gnomragon, I'll tell you that. Even Gnomragon I've gotten more comfortable with it. I just, especially as a alliance, it's obnoxious. So the boss is back over there, but alright. They seem to be wanting to clear stuff out, so I guess we're going to do that to some extent. I'm just really trying to keep an eye on keeping everybody with their blessings. That's it. That's I am DPS. We have a healer. We have a tank. I told them. I just don't really feel comfortable tanking on this spec because I don't have consecration, and it's very hard to tank when you have no AoE. So since I don't have AoE yet, I am getting closer and closer. We just recently, we have 25, but we still have 6 levels more before we hit up any other tree where we even start working toward consecration. Because I'm gonna do, yeah, we're now under the point where we're gonna get 5 more levels of vengeance, which gives me it's going to in total give me a 15% bonus to physical and holy damage after getting a crit. So that's where we're going next, building up for 8 seconds after you get a crit. So obviously the goal would be to then try to get a crit at least once every 8 seconds, so that we... so that you're constantly in motion with that.
You should not be here.
But whatever. If I can get her with the... Ooh. I can't. Ah, she had me stunned. She had me stunned real good. This is Lady Cerebes. She shoots forked lightning, and she's stunned, so I guess that tells you that she's kind of like a shaman. Ooh, a Naga Heart Piercer. That's a pretty decent bow for a level 21. 157? No, that's going to be doo-doo. I probably need to be dropping... Oh, we can read the Lorgalis manuscript also while we're here. Why don't we get that reading on? Our world brims with history. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm not going to read it right now, because we're going to have some travel time we have to do. And it's easier to talk about things while we're running the dungeon. Alright, so this overall area around Gamura is almost like a clock, and you want to go counterclockwise. The first area is only for Alliance, Lorgalis Manuscript. The second one, everybody optional boss. This third spur has nothing, just a few Naga. But I guess if you want to get your Naga on, why not? Okay, the fourth spur is where you get, you can turn in the In Search of Thalrid, and then pick up the quest. I think the quest gives you a directive to pick up Twilight's Hammer cultist pendants. So we may or may not need all of those pendants depending on what we're doing. We don't need anything in this spur, so I don't know why we're kind of going in that direction. That spur has nothing. Come on, guys. And again, they pulled this person over here. Alright, so not a worry. This better be the last one, says the little imp. Alright, so got my second brain finally. I'm not I'm not getting a good I got that one too. I'm not getting a good drop rate on this brains, but we can grind that out after. Not as worried about that. I am, and you can get it basically on almost anything, but it doesn't matter. I'm truly not worried about that. I'm not worried about the quest text on this either because we did this
Dawnwatcher
together.
Shadeless is good to send you. There is indeed a wicked plot underway in this corrupted place.
So
Strength has left
now we need the Twilight pendants.
Long ago, this site was a great temple
nice.
of a loon, but misfortune led to ruin when the corruption of an old god seeped up from beneath the earth and tainted the sacred moon well. Akumai, servant of the old god, rose from the waters. The Twilight's Hammer cultists have allied with the Naga.
Or maybe that
one.
one's... What is it called? Oh, this is the one to get the head of Kelris, which is the warlock right before Akamai. So I need the Twilight pendants. We need the brain stems. It says, what did we miss? Nothing. We missed nothing so far. Now this guy can repair but not sell. On page 7. Alright, so now we're done basically with the clock, and we can enter phase 2 of the dungeon. Okay. So we want to kind of be over here. They might aggro some guys, so yeah. I would just fight them. These are all worth no XP for me. That's the down part of this. I think towards the end of the dungeon, maybe a couple will be worth XP. But not, nothing special. Okay, so... Ooh, that person probably, they picked up a brain stem. So I just have to be watching all these things that... Ooh, look at that guy. It's almost like he spawned right behind where he came from. But the Nagas dropped... See, 3 of us are on the quest. They're doing a better job of picking up brain stems than I am. But, like I said, I'm not worried about that one. That quest, because, first of all, they'll finish soon. My allies here will get their 8 soon, since only 3 of us are on it. And, we can get it outside. I am a little bit more worried about the Twilight Hammer thing, because that one, we pretty much need to kill all of them. Because there's no, like, we need, if we don't get it, we've got to come back for it. I've got to run the dungeon again, which is just a pain. And I know you don't want to see me run this dungeon twice in a row. I'm not going to do it today, so we would just be running it a second time tomorrow. On camera, which would be annoying. But basically everything drops the brain stems. So, yeah, like I said, not worried about that. A little worried about the Twilight's Hammer. So that one, we gotta basically kill all these cultists. But, excuse me. I mean, we're fine, or... Like, this group composition is doing good. I'm not really worried about it. We can all pinch hit. If needed, for any of it. Then we got a second satyr drop there. We shouldn't have done that one in that order. I'm being very conservative with what I do, but I also just don't Okay, right. Yeah, see, even that, there's no backup loot. Now, if the Twilight's Hammer have 100% drop rate, well, then we'll be okay. And maybe we'll... So this part, the second part is like a long hallway that kind of leads into a dual hallway that forks up and down. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Just sort of also needing to watch. I don't care about slimy Murloc scale. I also just hit the map. That was my bad. I don't need the actual fish scales either. So. And I'm trying to keep an eye on them too in case there's any emergency healing needed, any poisons that I can remove, diseases. I can't do curses. I guess bubbles in an extreme emergency I could bubble, maybe a healer or something. Oh, Modas Aj Aman Ante Lo. Loktar Ogar. Yeah, this is the first time we picked up a... Like, the tank is not picking up a big group. Maybe they're not comfortable tanking. But what it does is it makes it to where you can't... We don't have the ability to use AoE, which is fine for me. I'm a single target damage person anyway. Got our 4th brainstem. Oh, I didn't see that person back there. I'll go ahead and drop this agility on myself also. Oh, let's get these. I forgot to mute my phone, but I'm not going to even mess with it right now. Keep the buffs going. Let's keep the hits going, baby. Alrighty. And I don't need a Murloc guy. Although that one's kind of dumb about taking out of the picture because we're gonna kill more Murlocs. We're still at 344. So I guess that's the reason why we should kill Murlocs. I mean Naga. If we want their brain stems without having to grind stuff out. But, like what happened on the last dungeon run when we did this on Horde and people got so fussy, you don't want to abandon this because you, unlike a lot of other dungeons, like, unless you have your Hearthstone set to Darnassus, who does that? Gross. Then most likely you are going to need to fight your way back out. So I can't stress enough, even though I've already stressed it about 5 times, how much it doesn't matter whether or not we get enough brain stems. Cool. Now there is that side boss. We can kill him for fun here, but he doesn't have the same... he doesn't have the same... like, there's no point. There's no quest tied to killing him as Alliance. So... I'm just trying to look for... I can destroy this Murloc fin. That could be used in Murloc fin soup, but I don't know. It doesn't really... I could also switch my thing. Right now I'm using Holy Aura, which only helps me. I did get a corrupted brainstem. I'm up to 5 already. Other than that, it's killing bosses. Yeah, it's the Twilight's Hammer. There's most likely 3 of us. I mean, we'll find out via the help of Questy when we get a little closer, when I can target some Twilight's Hammer. But my guess is also 3 of us are on that quest. If that's the case, then... see, he said Pat incoming, it must have been this Hellcaller. No worries. There we go, we got another Sea Witch. But at the rate we're doing, where we're killing them one-on-one, nothing bad at all. I think I'm at 5. Yeah, 5 brain stems. I am gonna have to kill something else. The mini boss up here. So this is the Murloc mini boss. Murloc mini boss with buff, but no quest. But I think these guys also can drop brain stems. I don't remember. Okay, so I'm picking up this guy. I did see the rogue was poisoned, but it looks like the healer is on top of it. That one's running. I probably should help with that. At least they only added on one ad. Cool. Alright. I don't know if these guys drop brain stems. They might not. I don't see them dropping the brain stems. So there's no real point to, I guess, killing them. This is the last Murloc area we really have to worry about. So I'm not going to get rid of those fins and scales again yet. Until... I mean, I guess they are. It's a good idea to clear this room. I mean, it's not... I just don't feel very cautious right now, and that could be the recipe for a wipe. I just don't... There is... Excuse me. That's... Excuse me. There is no wipe coming with... I mean, I can take on 3 of these guys easily by myself. So that's the... That's why I guess I'm a little bit uncautious. Because who cares? Alright, now that was this catfish. That's silver. Ooh, I want that silver. Alright, I guess I'm gonna throw away this. I'm gonna throw away the catfish. I'm gonna throw away the fish oil. I'm gonna throw away the shiny fish scales. Okay. Boom, boom. So he's really... I don't even know what... if he has anything major that we need to concern ourselves with. As you can see, he is hitting up on our tank pretty decently. A male fist? Oh, those are freaking good. Actually, 10 strength, 4 stam. Oh yeah. Gloves are nice. I'll take those for sure. I'll take those to the bank. And we got some silver over here, which is what we need for leveling up using bronze. So now we have a reason to get some more bronze. Not while we're in here, but... Alright, so we got our buff. That's the real reason for fighting that mini-boss. The Tengi Clan meat I actually kind of want. We don't have any more Murlocs ahead of us. I'm gonna have to get rid of this. I can get rid of this linen too. It's not going anywhere. Alright. Everybody get these guys' buffs going back up again. Now there is a little other mini boss sometimes off to the side. But Can't remember the guy's name. What are we at? 5, 4, 8. So I just don't know where that guy is. I mean, I think he can drop some okay loot since he's technically a mini boss. Okay, we got another brainstem. We're up to 6. Alright, so, said need more brains anyway, so I said brains. Because I'm so funny. I mean, we can get this stealth guy if we want, but... Yes, there is a chest back here. I don't care for it. It's locked. But we have a rogue, so the rogue can take it, and I have keys as a blacksmith. I keep forgetting that too. I should use that. Alright. I don't care. They can have it. I'm running really low on inventory space because I didn't get a chance to sell before they summoned me. Oh my... It's already been 30 minutes. Like, time just flies when you're in these dungeons. Not going to do protection because I feel like that's more for things that I want to solo. I actually probably should have saved that strength thing if it wasn't for the fact that I need inventory space. I probably would have let it roll. Right. There he is. No, that's our rogue. I thought that was the mini-boss guy. Oh, the good old Skycaller. Nice little wand. Alright. It's a decent one at this level. It's a very decent one. It's also in the World of Warcraft board game. So is that Naga Heart Piercer. That's also in the World of Warcraft board game too. Yeah, we're at 6, 4, and 8. Yeah, that's true. There are better ones. The Skycaller. It is a quote-unquote upgrade, but it doesn't really last very long. I think we're almost... I don't know where the dude is. I don't see that other mini-boss guy. Luckily, my aggro level is lower. Paw rebuff soon? Oh. Okay. I don't know who... I mean, maybe that's what they meant, my thing. I don't see the little dude. Oh, that's what they mean. Mark of the Wild. I'm guessing. But, since they said it, we were about 30 seconds off of a rebuff for me anyway. I don't need that Moss Agate either. I already have one, so picking it up won't bother me. But we don't need it. Oh yeah, I got my 7th brain. Brains. So what does this do? Intellect, spirit, frost damage. So that doesn't really help us out a lot. The only thing I guess is it helps is the recharge rate of my mana. So less downtime on that, which is pretty good. I can't believe it. Okay. Yeah, since there's so many of us on it, we basically do need all of them. Which is fine, it's whatever. Okay. What? I thought they were giving me something good, but nobody wanted their cornbread. Alright. Okay. And just keeping a track of them, these Aquamancers. Okay, got my... The good thing that we have going for us is that the, it's 100% drop rate on these pendants. So, as long as you... I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. I wasn't really watching. So, I just hope we don't have to reboot on them or whatever. One of them's doing something. Yeah, they stunned him. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was going to summon another guy. Okay, so... They're not down here fighting this yet, which means they're not coming from loot. Oh, it's a troll. Oh, we just pulled that guy because of that. Don't worry, the lore seekers really aren't bad, actually. It's the adepts that are bad. Okay, so now I'm coming after this Aquamancer, which is fine. Ah, he was... Now we're getting these chain kills. That's bad. Dang, bro. Okay, I got my second Twilight Pendant. But we're having some issues here. This is what you call a poop show. Uh-oh. I'm having a internet spike. No! Okay, so we'll see if this is a full DC or if it's a lag spike. My internet is killing me. Full DC. Come on, come on, come on. Hopefully it's just it looks like it's just a quick 1 second DC. I don't know what is going on with my internet lately. Well... we are obviously just chain fighting these guys, so... Alright, so I have 3 of the, Twilight thingies. Okay, I need to... It's time to rebuff also.
It's too far away.
Okay. Alright, so back up this way. So that we can get some more. It's 3... Now, originally it showed 3 of us on that quest, but now it's only showing 2. So, I don't know what the deal is for that. Which, whatever, the more the merrier. The other guy has 5 to my, So maybe someone does... Maybe it does have a 100% drop rate. And I've just, between my DC and not being quick on it, like, I'm just getting smoked on that, maybe? Okay, I have 4 now. Nobody wants your cornbread, bro. I also don't need this. Alright, so let's see what we got here. This time, more important than anything else is the stopping them from running. I don't care about the heals. We gotta stop them from running. The guy's got it, dang it. Dang it. Okay, these acolytes are important. Alright. I mean, we're getting them pretty good. No real complaints. Even if he enlarges, that's not a big deal. Okay, I'm up to 5 pendants. Good for me. There you go, I got that one. So I'm up to 6. Getting there. Now, there are warlocks within... Yeah, so we're at 658. There are warlocks within the room. Like the temple, so that will help us also. Okay. It looks to be pretty darn close to a 100% drop rate. No, it's a high enough drop rate. See anybody over there? I just really don't want to have to run this dungeon twice over it. Because once we get out of that room, okay, we got 7. Yikes, it is gonna be close. Gonna be close. Okay. Oh, they got and they already got all their 10. That would have been my 8th one. Alright, well at least now that's one less person to compete with me. For my final 3. And she needs 4, so we need 7 total more. If it is 100% drop rate, we'll be okay. I'm pretty sure there's at least 7 dudes. If not, it's gonna be tough. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're trying to get these shadow mages. They've got some more over there. Look, that person got my 8th one. Okay. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. If I have to make it work, I'll make it work. Oh, got my 9th one. I wasn't even trying to loot. Okay. $186.66. That's not better than what I have. Okay, so all right. What is someone making bandages or something? Chopping broccoli. Yeah. Okay, so water boss here. Not hard. So again, especially if you have like a warlock or something like that can give you a water breathing effect. Pretty sweet. Just a quick little kill down here. Now, I still need one more brainstem. Oh yeah, but like I said, I'm not worried about the brainstems, because I'm gonna fight my way out. Just as old Sarakas? What are we fighting this crap? Okay. Alright, so we're going after old Sarakas. He's basically a Threshodon. Sometimes there's a good ore. There's some ore down here. I don't see any of them. Looks like he's almost like he was healing. Ooh, 3 strength, 8 spirit, 23. I like that. That's a good one. Dude. Cool. That's good for me. Alright, so I'm not gonna do that jumping. Did they really just jump up there? I was gonna say, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go run over and... Now, down here there is the Baron Aquinas, but that's Horde only. You can't summon him if you're not Horde. Don't bother. And, alright, so what do we need here? We still need 1 Brainstem, 1 Twilight Pendant. So that's all good. I think between all of the Twilight guys will be fine on the 1 Twilight Pendant. That person is just hopping up and down. I also, man, look at this. I got a blue cape and a blue gloves. Like, that's actually pretty nice. 7 of my 12 pieces of gear are blue because I don't have a necklace at all. So 7 out of 13 potential. Of course, not counting trinkets either. Oh, I never opened that. That's another inventory space I can have. Alright, rebuff it up, and here we go. I think we'll be good. I'm pretty confident with, even though there's only a few of these warlocks left. That's a pretty decent amount. Okay. And with us only needing 1, even if we were to not take any of the other things. I'm good on that. Okay. So that one didn't drop it. That was... I think that was my loot piece. Alright, so... we just have to make sure we don't do anything silly. I don't like that we've already killed 3 or 4 of these guys and I haven't, That's true. She said she summoned till she paid her ticket. Hey, I actually won't argue with that. I wonder if you can exercise summon demons. That's a... Oh no, we just aggroed the boss. Okay. Alright, well. And they put me to sleep. I'm going in for this. This has been... this has been, this has been... Got my final thing. Alright, so we managed to pull that off. Let me drink some juice here.
I can't use that item yet.
Alright, so we managed to pull that off. I decided I don't know if that was good. Luckily we had a situation there where it was fine. It worked out between me bubbling some people and using my lay on hands, and there we go. So between all that stuff, we worked it out. All right, cool. So that was that actually was fun. So you just watched. I gotta say, not to toot my own horn, and of course, a large, humongous part of that is because because I'm so much higher level. Alright, so they... I mean, I don't know if I could handle all four now that they, that I used all my bubbles and everything. But I did. That was one of these situations. I should have actually used that bubble. I'm so used to using that one. I should have used my better bubble. But I was going into healing mode anyway. So now we're almost done with this dungeon. It's all pretty good. We are... I have done all four before. I think one time I actually did all four and survived. It was pretty tough though. But yeah, so that one was luckily that rogue lived and helped also. Maybe they had a vanish up their sleeve. I'm not sure. Don't know the story there. But it was pretty good. Like I said before, I think I still need a brainstem. Probably in real life too. But you know, think about all the times that I've sucked in this game. So it's nice every once in a while to be the one to save the wipe. Although, like, I did not do it alone. The healer lived, so they were able to keep me going, and the level 33 rogue, since she's right there with me, also was able to keep it going, and we were able to kind of split. And that worked out. Alright, so more clams, which is fine. We are getting close. Oh, there's something over here. Probably something I don't want. Oh my gosh. What? I don't want the seaweed. I do... The crawler meat? I don't think I actually want... I don't know that I need that either. Now this is a good spot for AoE. There you go. Voila. Okay, and I wish I had Consecrate. That would be cool. I don't. And it is what it is. Okay, so that's actually the easiest one, the one that's just all a bunch of crawlers. Get it, girl. There you go. Alright, so this one is the water elemental one. Not that hard, there's just 2 water elementals. They are, unlike the others, they are elite. Okay. They're after the healer. Poor healer. There we go. Alright, so we did it. We have the door open, and now all we've left is to kill the little final boss. So that's good. Now, when we come out of this dungeon, I truly don't remember where these quests get turned in. I think we're going to need one in Aberdeen. Yeah, I don't see anything in Astronar. The one in Aberdeen must be the brainstem. And then this one, these 2 are in Darnassus, and then we'll have to also go back to Ironforge. So we are going to run out of this dungeon. We're going to run out of this dungeon on foot. I'm going to try to get my last brainstem in that manner. And then probably we'll fly up to Aberdeen and then fly further up to Darnassus. Followed by, I will Hearth to Stormwind and we'll go to Ironforge after that. And then we're going to log in Ironforge. And then tomorrow's episode we will begin with the whole process of turning in all of these quests. Where are we at on time? Let's see. So we're not even... This is about how long it took us for the Horde 2. We're not even at... We're about 53 minutes in. And you can add a couple minutes on because I was a couple minutes into the dungeon. So this is a pinch slower than we did then we did it as Horde. Couldn't tell. I thought he was aggroing on there. I kind of brought it back a little bit further than I otherwise would have. But also, like my Horde, I had a DC. I don't know. I gotta work with the internet. My phone, my smart TV, it also had issues. Alright. I barely even hit that thing and that guy lost it. I mean, I think this is because the level is higher. Alrighty. Yikes. So... that's all. We're just gonna keep this going. Okay. I mean, I don't even mind having the threat on me. It's, you know, like I said, like we did before, like a bubble. You jerk.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, I don't care about the poison healing now. What are we gonna... I'm gonna get rid of that crawler meat. I'm gonna open this. And then I'm gonna destroy this. What does he say? Akumai is dead. At last I can leave this wretched place. Oh, I didn't speak with me to hear my tale. What? I once followed the way of the Twilight Hammer. Obsessed with reviving the old gods, I journeyed deep into this lair to draw power from the cursed beast, Akumai. After witnessing the sacrifice of countless innocents, I came to my senses. I was trapped, but now I am free, but so far from my homeland of Madan. Brave adventurer, I offer you passage to a special land in return for slaying Akumai. If you wish, I can port you to the city of Darnassus. I wish that... Okay, so I'm not gonna, I didn't know that guy could port. That must be an alliance only thing. So that guy's like, yay, what do you say? I'm free from... Just because Akamai is dead. Alright, so, it is what it is. It would be nice if I had that. Then we could have just ported to Ironforge. I mean, to Darnassus, and then gone from there into Aberdeen, and then that's it. Then we could have hearthed. So that's actually better. I think that might be quicker than us, than walking out to Ashtanar, flying to Aberdeen, and then that person took the portal. So Akujo. So it's just me and the warlock. So anybody that we can fight. Let's get rid of this person. Actually, I can't. There might be the leader. Alright, so we're going to pull this guy right here. Because there's a chance at the brainstem from these two people, these three people. Oh, look, and there's the dude. There's our mini-boss, Lorgus Jet. I don't know if we can loot that guy. Who's the person that gets to loot him? Oh, it disarmed me. I was gonna say she, but it... Oh yeah? Thanks for helping me level up my punching. I'm the best puncher in the land. All I do is punch, you bozo. I did not get a fish thing. A brain. If I only had a brain. Or how about a no, I don't care about that. Alright, even though that sells for a decent amount, I gotta get rid of this. That's why it's the pearl that got me. Okay, so we got nothing good from that. There's another Naga. And there's another Satyr, so... I don't know if he still needs his brainstem or what. I mean, this does slow us down a pinch.
Inventory.
Yay! Okay. We'll help them get their one little brainstem. Maybe they'll get it from here. Let's check it out. Alright. Okay, so we just have to find whatever. I'm trying to look too what I can even throw. I don't... Yeah, they're saying they're still not on the pool. There is. There you go. They're Akujo here is water breathing us. We're gonna, even though this seems like we're adding some time on, going back and taking that portal will actually save us time. In the long run, we're gonna be shorter, because we would have had to walk out of here and do what we're doing right now. This was happening regardless. Right now, we're adding on some time, but it's really not that much time. So in this pool, like they said, there is some Naga left, and all Naga have a chance of dropping this brainstem, and so do the satyr. So it's interesting. But if those of us that follow the lore know, Naga and satyr are just different versions of the corrupted high elves, the highborn or whatever the heck they're called. Got it. Okay, so now we can walk back to the portal. I think we can portal out of here. Alrighty, so we've done all our requesting here. The only other thing we have is the Musquash route. Yeah, and we're ready. Tomorrow will be wetlands, but we'll turn in some of this stuff. So I just didn't realize there was a dwarf waiting in Darnassus. And then, of course, the other annoying-ish thing is that we have to... we're going to still have to fly to Aberdeen to turn in the second quest. That was good. I'm happy that we were able to get this done. I'm happy we were able to survive the near death by killing Lord Kelris. To be fair, I mean, it was a sloppy kind of thing. But pulled it off. I don't know. I mean, sometimes that's one thing that happens a lot in WoW too. Something might happen, a wipe, a near wipe, or whatever, and then it's very easy to play the blame game in the heat of the moment. Like, I felt like I was doing fine, and I ended up being one of the main reasons why we survived. But there is, if I were to watch this tape on my own, there is potentially a world where that was all my fault. I don't think it was, but sure, maybe it was. Maybe I aggroed on. Maybe I let somebody run. I don't really remember. But my point is that kind of thing happens all the time, where people feel like I was doing the right thing. It must be these other people's fault, and they become little keyboard warriors, keyboard bullies, and that is what it is. All right, so as we kind of fly and walk around, we can look at the bigger picture. We're going to kind of do things in reverse sometimes, because we got right into the thick of the excitement, where we did this entire dungeon, which was fun. And we have another one coming up soon, because we're going to do the wetlands, which is a fun, not very long zone, not too shabby, and it's immediately followed by
Good.
it's immediately followed by what was I gonna say? I'm leaving the party too. Excuse him. It's immediately followed by stockades. So we get some more dungeons coming up. As I look at our sheet, and I've talked about this some, right after that comes Hillsbrad Foothills. I believe right here, Glee Contessa, by that time she'll be probably 35. And Hillsbrad Foothills, actually, with if you throw stockades in there too, I wouldn't be completely surprised if she was up to 36. Our biggest problem is right after that we're starting Thousand Needles, and I can maybe get to 37 in Thousand Needles, and then maybe by the time we get to the end, maybe 38. But we're just not on pace for a good XP kind of sitch there, unless we run Razorfen Crawl and Nomergon. We might have to. We need to get to 39 by the time we finish our run of Thousand Needles. Okay, so here's Blackfathom. Here's Twilight Falls. This is no XP. Blackfathom Deeps was once an ancient night elf temple. It once housed a most powerful moonwell. Who knows what evil brews there now at the hands of the Twilight's hammer? Have you made any progress in ridding their presence?
You are no doubt a brave and noble-blood adventurer. The Argent Dawn commends you for your efforts against evil.
I don't remember who we turned that into. Oh, it's there. There must be a wash. Oh, we get both. Do I have enough space? Yeah. Dang it. I want to. I need to sell. Just some of the basics. I don't need to sell a ton, but yes to that. I won't sell that one for a minute, just in case anybody wants it. Because I don't know if that's good or not. To me, it seems like they're good. But yeah, we got that. 1666. Oh yeah, that's 1 point worse. Oh, I didn't even notice that thing up there. While we're here, we do have enough for our first wool turn-in. We could also turn that in while we're here. So that's the donate. I would normally I would stick with human first, but since we are here, while we're here, let's do our first donation.
Can I assist you?
While we're in this little area, because that will clear up some of our inventory. I don't see anybody caring about this. Actually, let's look up. Actually, I won't look it up right now because we're gonna go to Ironforge anyway. We will come back and I'll look and see if it's worth posting on the auction house.
I'm listening.
So wait, yeah, that's this guy. I already read his thing, and we're gonna get all of that.
You are no doubt a brave and noble blood adventurer.
500 XP.
The Argent Dawn commends you for your
Thanks,
efforts
bro.
against evil.
Need help?
Time is a precious commodity, Paladin. My role here in Darnassus is to ensure that the Argent Dawn thrives and that the evil forces encroaching upon Kalimdor are thwarted. State your business quickly, or be on your way.
Kelrus has eluded us for quite some time. It seems as though whenever evil made its presence known in these parts, Kelrus had played a role. For some time we considered him dead or missing. But this makes perfect sense. By ending his reign, you have spared the lives of many innocent people. By the light, to sacrifice someone to a servant of an old god for one's personal gain is beyond reproachful. You have done a great deed, adventurer. I salute you on behalf of the Argent Dawn.
Thanks.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, so let's get our first... Clockworks Essentials is Nomergon. I'm not coming here for that. But let's go ahead and do... We've not done one of these. These are technically level 60 quests.
Hello. Hail, friend. A moment of your time, if I may.
You may.
We have endured much in our trials and tribulations in establishing Teldrassil. Were the constant strife of the times not enough, we now find ourselves in a dire shortage of cloth. If you have the materials to spare, I ask that you please donate them. You certainly would earn the gratitude of night elves everywhere in helping us out.
Del Madres.
We are currently accepting donations for wool cloth. A donation of 60 pieces of wool cloth will net you full recognition by Darnassus for your generous actions. Our stores are such on wool that we would only need 60 pieces from you total. We should be able to acquire enough from others in the realm to support our drive. If you have the 60 pieces of wool cloth on you and are ready to donate them, I am able to take them from you now.
Wonderful. We thank you for your generous donation, adventurer.
So you get that. It's considered a level 60 quest, but there is some kind of scaling. Like, you get more XP for the silk than you do for the wool, and so on and so forth. So there's some kind of thing about that. And if you notice, we also got 165. That's because of our humanness. You get 150 rep. So if you were to do that for... You can't do it for linen. If you do it for cloth, for silk, for mage weave, for rune cloth, I don't know that there's any past rune cloth. Then you could get in total 600 extra rep. I don't know what to say about that, if that's good, if that's bad. What's the real point of rep, honestly, once you get past a certain point? We are also going to need to fish. We won't do it on this level, but we will have to do it when we start wetlands tomorrow. I should be able to do an episode tomorrow. Still, I'm going to have a late, long work day tomorrow. But it should still... I won't be doing a Patreon one. I did make a Patreon episode the past 2 nights. So again, if you ever get into the Assassin's Creed and you want to check out lore of Assassin's Creed, that's a Patreon thing. I've got a couple on there as free episodes, and then you can check out the...
To maintain our link to the mainland.
I did the teaser comic, and then I did the beginning of when I started playing Assassin's Creed 1, and I would say Assassin's Creed 1 is essentially like, you could call it approximately 12 zones. And so I am about halfway through the game. Maybe a little bit less because there might be like some end game type stuff I'm not really counting. But in terms of 100% completing and all that stuff, I'm roughly halfway through the game. I've made about 9 episodes. Each episode is 1.5 to 2 hours. And I'd say for 100% completion, I'm about halfway through. I'm not even doing the spreadsheet, so I guess we should do that too. Looking at the spreadsheet for where we're at on this. We did In Search of Thailrid. Finish that bad boy. Just put some on here. Bam. Which means I could go back over to Blackfathom Deeps here, and that one's done now. Come back here in just a sec. Let's go turn this quest in too. Researching the corruption actually appears to be one of the least... Oh, we didn't read this either. That's even more important. Localis manuscript. Our world brims with history. History of races, new and old. History behind wars long dead and those which still smolder. History of gods visiting from the skies, and history of older gods who sleep in the earth. I speak no of those things, the old gods, they who dwelt and raged across Azeroth when the world was new. Go back to that in a sec.
What brings you here?
Once I have enough samples to study, my true work can begin. With the corrupted brainstems of both the Satyr and Naga of Blackfathom Deeps, I can try to draw a correlation between the mutations. Perhaps with that gained knowledge, we can prevent the Blood Elves from delving deeper into deformity and evil.
You've traveled far and undoubtedly faced great peril. Your actions have been selfless. 'Tis for the good of all Azeroth that you helped me with my research. I thank you, adventurer, for all that you have done. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do.
Those are decent, but I'm just going to keep the ones I have.
Farewell.
They would be a little bit lower. Okay, page 2. The old gods are the will of our world. In every storm there roars the laughter of an old god. The blaze of a wildfire is the heat of their gaze. Okay, we have to walk over now to Ironforge. I mean, whatever. We could fly, but we'll just take the tram. As the old gods walk, the earth trembles and breaks, and lesser things scream and tear at their own flesh in despair. And despair they should, for just as fire shows no mercy to a child's curious hand, the old gods have no care for those beneath them. At best we are pawns, at worst we are playthings. They were the first masters of the world, and they ruled with might and terror. Though they are now chained and sleeping, their servants still roam, and we small frail mortals cannot match their strength. Those who try are devoured, but those who know their place, who kneel in supplication to the servants of the old gods, who willingly sacrifice mind and soul, only they will find favor. Akamai, princess of the deep, serves the old gods. She dwells in Blackfathom deeps, blessing its caves with her ancient wisdom. Brought to the deeps by older mortals, Akamai is a symbol of divinity. She has but a sliver of the old god's power and savagery, and yet hers is still beyond measure. And so she is worshipped, and she is feared and loved, Lord Gallus. Now, we are going to actually discuss that in depth, because this is technically an in-game lore, and because we just did it here, we'll never do it again. So when I do, I will most likely be doing that manuscript as a small mini episode again, and in that time, I will go off on tangents and discuss it. So it's going to be a crazy small 5 to 10 minute episode that I do probably in a couple months where I throw this on. It's going to be a part of an in-game text series that I do. I'm going to probably save it for when I start to get too close on the spreadsheet and I need time to let my trailblazing characters surpass, build up some steam and be ahead of these guys again. So when that happens, that will be one of the episodes where that will buy me a day, doing something like that. It's also something that would potentially be ripe for breaking up into like a TikTok or YouTube Shorts kind of format, where I just read like maybe one page at a time, rediscuss, that kind of thing. Okay, what else do we have here? We had the spreadsheet technically that I was just working on. So the Twilight Falls and Blackfathom Villainy, those are the two that we just also finished. So let's go to there. So Twilight Falls, we're going to turn that one in. And bam, bam. So we already had that. And then Blackfathom Villainy was the other one that we had to pick up from within the dungeon. Actually, dang it, let's get this one off. This should be right here. We picked that one up. Then we took Twilight Falls and we turned that in. Then we turned in Blackfathom Villainy. Same time. Okay, that's how that one goes. Okay, so Twilight Falls checked, Blackfathom Villainy checked. I actually didn't check those off, but we did complete those on the Horde episode. Then we did Researching the Corruption. Okay, that's what we just turned in just now. Bam. And actually those can go off because the last thing is the Ironforge one that we're about to... Right, chunk. The Lord Gallus manuscript is the... I think I hit my train. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. I think we're in good shape here. This was a good episode. Oh, the one other thing I did want to check out was the J.P. Morgan as we walk up here. Let's go ahead and... Lord Gallus manuscript gets turned in up there, so we're almost there. So let's go to the last one. Bam. Knowledge in the Deeps. I really thought that quest was called the Lord Gallus manuscript. I don't know why, but that's the point of the quest. We have to look at the wetlands. I don't think there's any wetland quests here. I will be very sad if so. Well, actually, it won't be at the end of the world. Okay, there's not. I don't see any. In here, no. Missing Diplomat is a is a series that actually takes us into Swamp of Dustwell Marsh. No. No, that's Stocks. Stocks, no. Arathi. Bam, bam. Now, James Hyle. That actually kind of sort of is. We actually do need the James Hyle quest. Darn. So... that is a pain. That will be on the next episode. We do need to pick that up. What about here in Ironforge? Anything else? No, 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 no. 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 No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, so just we have to pick up that James Hyle, because that's another one that you can kill your opportunity at the breadcrumb if you mess it up.
How are you? Watch your back.
The journey to Ashenvale is long and your task is not easy, but if you get me the manuscript of Leakin Desert, then your reward will be great.
You found the manuscript. What a joyous day
Trash
this
ring.
is. Copies will be made and distributed, and the ancient knowledge of Lorgalis will finally be known to my brothers and sisters. Your service to us is more than you know, adventurer, but I hope that this gift shows you the gratitude we extend to our allies.
Okay.
Be good.
So, 280 XP. Not a lot of XP for the quests at Blackfathom Deep at this level. Let's look at JP Worgen on this pants. Phalanx Leggings of Strength. I don't even know why I don't know what the letter J is. Okay. Make sure you type it all in, or you're going to be looking at the Jehovah's Witness website. Maybe you're into that, but that is probably the first time I... Phalanx Leggings. Can I Phalanx Leggings of Strength. Right? I mean, I feel like those are pretty decent. Nothing. They've never sold. Okay, I'm just offering them up. They're not a typical thing. I don't think anyone's going to give me a sniff here. So what I'm going to do is go by this. I mean, maybe they're not that good. I feel like a level 29, 14 strength, 184 mail armor. That's pretty decent if you were like... But I guess probably not, because look, we're level 33, 30. We've had the Chauceys of Westfall probably longer than that. So I'm deluding myself. All right, so I don't know why they just feel good for me. Feel like they're a good thing, but they're not. All right, so we will go back to Stormwind just so that...
It's still
Oh,
recharging.
I was gonna say there's no timer on it. I tried to use it. I would just hearth back there. I just kind of want to go back there so we don't forget, because we do have to pick up that James Hyle quest. How much did I vendor for? Yeah, so I'm just gonna give them to whoever. So I can't believe someone is actually saying that they're interested. But maybe, so I'm not, I mean, like I said, they only vendor for like 30 silver, so there's no real point. So I'll send that guy. He said he'll pay 45 silver. Plus the whatever the COD fee is. So I'll put that in the mailbox for that guy. Now if they if they vendor for more than 45 silver, then I'll probably just flake on him. I know that's not cool, but I'm pretty sure when I looked through, they they were vendoring for I think it said they vendored for like 30 something. And even if it was a wash and I didn't make hardly any money, I just feel like when I see something like that, I'm like, oh man, those are pretty good. So $45 gold? I don't know what they're saying. If they are saying they want to do it for 45 gold, that's crazy. We'll be on mount money with that. Okay, no, that's a mistell. He's not talking to me. Alright, so I was gonna say 45 gold for these pants? What the freak?
I sell only the best gear, tested and true. And the price
They sell for 39 silver.
Find a goblin.
Whatever. That's fine. I'll still sell it to him. He can have them. I'm making 5 silver on this deal, but so let's see. It is, what's this guy's name? Itosai Westfall. There you go. Postage is 30. Pants, I'm just gonna call it here. Put those bad boys in there. Cash on delivery amount 45, and then he can have the 30 postage. Okay. Yeah, so basically that's fine. I don't care. So that's it. I think we will pick these things up next time. Yeah, we did good, ladies and gents. We have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. Really, another dungeon, another zone. We're ready to rock and roll and keep this adventure going tomorrow. I look forward to seeing everybody when we do that on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.